What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant Rolling here with the DMG Gaming Podcast. And as always, I am joined with the man who is also going to pledge $45 million a month, my boy, Ed Phillips. What up, my boy? Money man.
Oh, what now?
This is what you were talking about earlier. You said
45 million. No,
This is what you said. You said you and Elon about
I'm not
to.
giving. No.
You said whatever Elon does, I'm matching it. That's what you said.
Oh yeah, I just got $45 million laying around.
Hey, you said it,
No.
man.
Okay, Grant, what's up, dude?
What up, dude?
You ready for some news?
Ready, man. I'm always ready for some news. A lot has happened in the last 72 hours.
A lot has happened. All right, so let's go with the biggest news.
Mm-hmm.
45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, survived an assassination attempt. So, I mean, I don't have much on this except, F that dude who tried to kill him. And F
Man,
anyone who's calling on a president get assassinated, or
yeah,
they missed. Get a
here's the
life.
thing. Here's the thing, guys. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, you don't. There's no need to call for people to get there's no people for it's like this. It's be like if let's say it happened to Biden, you know what I mean? Like there's no reason for people to say, oh well, you don't want people getting killed over here, man. Like that's those are people's lives. These people got family. Exactly.
That's called being decent.
Yeah, man. Like that's nah. We don't. I don't play
it
that.
Doesn't
man.
matter if it's president or not, but anyone you're wishing
Anybody
them to die.
Republican or Democrat, man.
That's a brave thing to say on Twitter, but realistically, you would never say that.
That's how you gaming aside. You know what I mean? That's how you become a banana Republican very, very quickly. Is cheering on political assassinations and stuff like that. Like we don't
assassinations in general. Like this is the United States. We don't condone that.
Come on, man.
There's no room for that shit.
Nah, that's I mean, regardless of here's the thing. Regardless of how you feel about Trump, and there's a lot of people who love him and there's a lot of people who hate him. Come on, man. Death? Nah, come on now. Let's be better than that.
If you wish death, you're just a hateful.
Exactly, and it's the same. And it's the same. It's not just him. It goes for Biden or whatever Democrat. The same. You don't.
Yeah, and bottom line, people did lose their lives that day.
Correct. And the people who kept saying, "Oh, it's a hoax," people died, man. Like that's not.
Idiots.
Come on,
that's all they are. Just idiots.
Stop being. Not everything's a fucking conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? Like it's just not.
Damn seriously. These people they take themselves so seriously on so.
It's just like, come on, let's be better than that, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's our thoughts. We don't want to stay too long on that subject.
No, we just wanted to touch on that briefly.
Yeah. But assassination, bad.
For anybody, yes.
Left or right, it's bad.
It's bad.
Okay, Elon Musk. Next part of news that kind of this, and not me, endorses President Trump and pledges $45 million a month until election. Damn.
And you, I heard it. You said it earlier.
Shut up. No,
you were talking. You were talking big off the air. You're like, man. You're like, I'm about to go call Switzerland. I got him. $45
million would have never left my mouth.
Oh, you said $45.
Yeah, I can do $45. But anyway, yeah, Musk endorses President Trump. That's the first time I've ever seen him like openly do that for anyone. And this was immediately a few hours after the assassination attempt.
He did this. $45 million is a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money.
I mean, on the grand scheme of things, that's a lot of donation money.
Yeah, so that goes to his campaign donations, and it's a lot of money to put to work. Okay.
Now to the gaming stuff.
Oh, did you also hear about Musk? He announced that he's so sick of California laws that he's now moving that star base.
Is he?
That's in California.
Starlink?
Yeah,
whatever.
There he's consolidated at his base in Texas, I think. I'm talking about his rocket programs.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he has the star bases. You know what I'm talking about?
Huh.
But he's moving out of California like completely now. After Governor Newsom's new law, I forget what it was, but he's moving out. He announced that today too.
Man, oh me,
He
I
straight up,
don't
he
think
straight up called. He called out the governor too of California. He was like,
I don't think he'll
"I'm
be the
tired
only
of it."
one. I don't think he'll be the only one moving out of there.
Yeah, they got to be careful, man. They're getting rid of a lot of good jobs, but
Man,
people love it. They think it's like, oh, we're gonna get billionaires. Yeah, we're gonna get them with these laws. But then they're just gonna their jobs, like their companies, they're moving.
look,
And then
I
you're not
know
making money. It's called common sense
one,
microeconomics.
yeah, I know a lot about, like finances and stuff like that. This is one thing you need to learn about people. You'll never get the billionaires. You'll never get them ever. You're not going to ever get them. You're never going. I mean, they will just move their money, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, there's no laws to stop them from doing that. They can just move their money to another country and stuff like that. Like literally, let me just tell you something. Let me just tell you a loophole that a lot of people don't know about that you can actually do yourself. Like you can
Yeah.
get a Uruguay citizenship. You can get an American LLC. You get a bank in another country and pay zero taxes for the rest of your life. Like people, like, I mean, there's so many loopholes around this
Yeah,
stuff.
you're never gonna get them.
Yeah, you're just not going to get them. So
Yeah,
all this tax them into
and you don't want
oblivion.
to lose jobs either. Bottom line,
Yeah,
you don't want
I
to
mean,
lose jobs in your states. It's stupid.
yeah.
But people that just love politics and arguing about that stuff,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Okay, Grant. Game news.
On to the
Resident
game
Evil
news.
7 bombs on iOS. Sells 2,000 copies. That's it, 2,000.
The look on my face is because why? First of all, I didn't even know this game came to Apple. First of all,
I didn't either.
why? Why would you want to play? You know how hard? Okay, first of all, the game. It's already hard to play some games on the phone. Like this would definitely be one of them. Like, why the hell would this even be? Why would you want to play this on the phone?
This game isn't made for.
It's not. It wouldn't even.
It's not a mobile game. It's not made to be
No.
mobile. It's made to be played on console.
Not every game is made to be. Like, here's the thing. So, Fortnite. I tried to play Fortnite. My nephew has Fortnite, and I tried to play it on his phone or whatever. That game was so difficult to play. It's difficult for me to even play it on the PlayStation. And I was over here like something was wrong with me trying to play it on the phone. Like it's terrible. Like not everything's made for the phone, man.
It is not.
So that was just a terrible idea. So that's their fault. I blame them.
Correct.
I don't blame the consumers. I blame them for doing that.
I mean, I don't blame anyone for not wanting to buy this. I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I blame Capcom or whoever was behind it for putting it, even trying to put it on iOS.
I'm not sure why they thought this was going to be a good idea.
That was dumb.
No idea. All right. Next piece of news. Hoyoverse. The creators of Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, and Honkai Star Rail. They are getting backlash over not having enough diversity in their characters. When people complained about this to them, the creators of Hoyoverse and all these games pretty much told the complainers that it's a work of fiction. Get over it.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
They don't care. I'll go ahead and tell you, look, you are not going to these Asian companies and try to push all this on them. They do not care. And they're not going to. They don't care what you think, what you say. They would rather lose your business than bow to your demands. That's how they are. They don't care.
Well, to add to this, so the wokesters decided they were going to do a petition towards Genshin Impact. That's right now around 50,000 signatures. The petition cries about cultural appropriation and characters not being the correct shades of darkness. They're talking to the wrong people, dude.
So hold on. So how many? So okay, here's the thing: is but I would say between Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, and the other one, I can't remember the name. There's probably 15 to 20 million people who play that game, give or take a million or so. 50,000 signatures ain't shit. They don't care. They would rather boot 50,000 people off their server.
You could get a million signatures,
and it
they're
wouldn't
not
make a
going to
dent.
move.
They wouldn't. Yeah,
I mean, they're
yeah,
not going to move on this.
yeah. No,
They're creating characters of what they think based off. All right, I'm going to tell you what they're probably doing. They're doing like demographics, right? You know, when you play these games, you're accepting privacy stuff, honestly, and based off all the data they're accumulating, they're making characters that they think will be popular. Okay, now if they turn out to be not the correct shades of color that you're looking for, well, too bad. I mean, they're the developers, and they're going to make the game and how they think they're going to make money with, and that's all there is to it. So,
do you remember? And they have it's crazy. It was only on TV. It's not on the Dragon Ball Z Kai, but it was only on the TV show. Do you remember when they made Mr. Popo blue?
yeah,
But it's not. But the thing about it, it's not on the series like on Crunchyroll and all that. It was just on the TV show.
yeah.
So it was like somebody at the TV show said, "No, we need to make him," because he was a genie. You know what I mean? So that was
Yeah.
So they turned him blue, like Aladdin's genie.
That's crazy. Yeah, but so Eastern developers, don't waste your time. They're not going to budge, and they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
They care about how much money they're making.
And they're
Honestly,
going
the
to make a lot
majority
of
of developers care about that. Not even just Eastern developers. Right? It's about money. And it's about data, and they're taking that data and creating what they think is going to make the most money. So good luck on your petition.
Yeah.
All right, Grant. This is actually really funny. Next piece of news. Okay. So there's a new DC universe, you know. There's a new DC Discord out there that was overrun by fans role playing as characters from The Boys. So they got blasted.
I didn't hear about this.
So they got blasted by a bunch of people that just got on Discord and started act like some of the characters from The Boys. Like Butcher and all that stuff. They were just messing with people.
So they weren't dressed like Homelander. They weren't dressed like those characters. They weren't dressed like the Seven.
No. A lot of this is either voice and text. So you're not actually seeing some of these people.
Okay.
So they're these guys who could imitate basically the characters pretty well, just invaded the DC Discord. I mean, everyone was having fun with it. Like even people on the DC Discord were having fun with it because it was funny, right? Oh,
somebody got offended.
Someone got butthurt, Grant.
It's my favorite. So my favorite person.
So all this happened, and Alyssa Mercante from Kotaku got super triggered. So she decided to make a huge article about it and how offended she was.
Oh no, not an article.
Bad space it was. While everyone else thought it was hilarious. I'm sure not everyone enjoyed it, but I'm sure a lot of people thought it was funny. I would think it's funny if I'm a fan on some
Dude, if I hear a bunch of
people come on here acting like characters from The Boys.
Dude,
like
if I hear somebody get on there sounding like Butcher calling everybody a bloody cunt, like that would be hilarious. That would be funny to me. Like,
yeah. So, but you know, some people I guess just take themselves too seriously, which in this case Alyssa did, and she had to write an article about it, blasting it. Boo hoo. But of course, it was going to be someone from Kotaku. It did not necessarily Alyssa. Someone, if whoever caught wind of this from Kotaku, they'd be the first.
It was the Cholesterol Coalition who got together and decided that
no fun. There cannot be any fun in the.
But here's the thing.
Space.
Here's the thing, though. Like, what did they do that was so offensive? Besides just.
Well, you know how they talk in The Boys, right?
Well, exactly. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, okay, what's the difference between that and cosplaying? Because aren't you in character when you go out to, like...
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying, like, what's the difference?
There's none. Honestly, there isn't none. But people can't...
Fucking idiot.
Differentiate that from, you know, people playing around from, they got to take themselves so seriously.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, no sense of humor. And to me, this is actually kind of funny. And it's probably funny to a lot of people.
I would have thought it was hilarious.
Okay, so next, this is actually pretty big news after everything we've been talking about. Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft back in the news, Grant. Your favorite company. PS5 fanboy over there. He might like this. So
I know
Microsoft.
nothing bad ever comes out of Sony. We just
That's right.
we just
That's true since they work with DEI a lot.
I know. I know.
Okay. Microsoft laid off. Basically, what they did was they got rid of a DEI team. And the individual that got rid of it, the head, said it's no longer a business. It's not critical or smart. So they just got rid of the DEI team. And this is
Yeah.
actually the first major move in the removal of DEI from the video game space.
Yeah.
So this is one of the big first steps. And if a big company like Microsoft is doing it, then
Oh yeah. It's
it's
becoming
going
a
to
big
catch
problem.
wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean they're noticing that it's not beneficial for them to make money.
Yeah.
It's
What's up,
beneficial
Nelson,
for
man?
DEI to make money and people that run that. What's that?
I said Nelson, our boy Nelson. What's up, man? He said he can't imagine Microsoft giving DEI the boot. He said the whole
Yeah.
the company's run off DEI. Yeah, no, you're right, and we're going to see. I think it's going to catch wind
I mean,
because, like you
this is
said,
this is a huge step
this
towards
yeah,
that. If
because
Microsoft is telling DEI to go F off, it's starting to move in the correct direction.
Because it's
and that's what we
losing
wanna see.
money. It's losing. It's getting to the point. It gets to a point that at the end of the day, for a company to run, it comes down to dollars and cents. Bottom
Correct.
line, it does not matter what ideology you have. A company does not run if it's not making money. Simple.
And we've been saying this from the get-go.
Correct.
Almost every other podcast we've done, we've talked about DEI.
Yep.
You don't want to, but it's been invading the video game space a little
Correct.
bit too much.
Exactly.
That you have to talk about it.
Like, we want to tell stories of video games, not having to tell the problems of video games.
Yeah. So, honestly, hats off to Microsoft. After so many bad decisions, they made a very good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. Okay, here's another one. The brand ambassador for Smite. This is involving the assassination on Trump. The brand ambassador for Smite, the video game. I don't know if you've ever played it. It's like a mythology hero PvP game. Defends her beliefs that the assassination attempt against Trump was fake. Here we go.
Again, people died. That's why.
All right, so she's one of those people. And another note, she looks exactly how you think she looks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about. All right. So, but basically after she said this stuff, what happens? She took her tweets down after realizing what a dumbass she is.
Mm-hmm. And she starts playing the victim.
And
people start coming
turns
after
around, plays a victim, because
people start
we're going to get to
after
that more. There's another guy that did this and turned around and played the victim.
So look. Everybody asks like, what cancel culture? Yeah, everybody complains about cancel culture. Well, here's the thing: the pendulum always swings both ways, always. So when you do, because during I remember, you know what I mean. I remember during 2020. How many people were calling for this one to get canceled, and how many Twitters got shut down, and all this other stuff, and everybody canceling thing. And now that the pendulum swings back the other way, everybody's complaining, trying to play the victim. You can't do that. You can't do that. I'm the kind of guy that's kind of sitting in the middle, like, I could see why it's happening. Because if you and again, on the flip side, if it was somebody that was a Republican cheering on something, say something happened to Biden, they deserve the same fate.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you can't.
We can bring you an example of that. Okay.
Well, Tenacious D.
Well, no, not even that. I'm talking about on the right side.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at this as an example. All right. You can say whatever you want about Alex Jones, but Alex Jones came out and he got fined $100 billion something dollars.
I think they made up a number.
Calling the Sandy Hook.
Correct. Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. So what's the difference now? Why can't the victim that was one of the victims that was killed, Corey Compertor, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Can his family now sue these people for calling the assassination attempt a fake?
Yeah.
When they were a victim?
It's the exact same
thing. They should
be
able to get $100 billion too now.
Yeah. I mean, they actually made, I don't even think I heard a number that big. They actually was like, what, we find Alex Jones 100 bajillion. Like, it was like the Dr. Evil.
Well, of course, it was just politically motivated. A lot of it was. But
but I'm
saying is it should be applied the same way.
Exactly. It has to be. It has to be.
It should
I know who you about to talk about next. Oh my God. Have you seen
Oh
this
yeah.
guy? First of all, have you seen what this guy looks like?
Are you talking about Destiny?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking? Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Okay.
getting ahead, buddy. You're talking about.
I thought that's who you were going into. Oh my. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
And I kind of want to branch out a little bit. I don't
Okay.
want to
Okay.
go
Okay.
all in. Well,
All right.
let's talk about it now since you want to talk about
Okay,
it.
I do,
Okay.
because first of all,
All
I want to
right.
say this. So this guy looks like a praying mantis, like, like, like his body is really. He has a head of a 45-year-old and the body of a 12-year-old. It's
Yeah,
the
he does.
weirdest thing ever. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I have never seen.
Dude, my right leg, I think, weighs more than his entire
Like
body.
he took a picture. Well, first of all, his wife cheated on him and left him, which he deserves because I mean he's just an asshole. And the thing about
Yeah,
it is, if there was somebody on the other side that was like that, I would say the same thing. He's just an
exactly.
asshole. You know what I mean? He just is. And he would be the definition of the guy who sits in the corner jacking off while his wife's getting rammed by another dude. Like that's who he like if you were to close your eyes and picture that kind of guy, that's who that is. So
Pretty
anyway,
much.
he took like a picture and like the thing, and his head is huge, dude.
I
Like his
know it
head
is.
is massive, and his
Proportion is
body, yeah,
like
dude.
way
I thought
off.
it was fake. I thought like
Yeah.
I actually asked. I said, "Is this photoshopped? Like, there's no way that his head's that big and his body's that
For the
little."
listeners, let's talk about why this guy is famous right now.
Okay.
All right. The streamer called Destiny is he basically got demonetized on X by Elon
Rightfully
Musk,
so, actually.
rightfully so, for posting hateful posts about the murder victim or, part of Trump's assassination, the guy who got killed, Corey Comparator. If I'm messing that name up, I'm sorry. During the attempted assassination of Trump, he was killed. Now this guy, Destiny, came out, of course, and he was basically making fun of the
Well, he was
Trump
cheering for
supporter.
him. He was like
Exactly. Well, he said a
clapping his
lot of things
hands.
when it came to, when quote unquote, I don't know. I'm not going to say exact quotes here because I don't want to, say something that he didn't say.
Yeah.
But basically, he was either calling it fake. He was either calling it.
No, that's not.
If
I
he
can kind of.
missed,
No,
why
I
did
can
he
kind of fill
miss
you
or
in.
something like
He was basically saying he pulled up something that I guess the guy said a long time ago or whatever, and was like, "Oh yeah, I don't feel sorry for this such and such, expletive, you know what I mean? Like all this
that's
stuff.
still
Like,
shitty. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it doesn't
no.
matter
I mean,
what it is.
yeah, it's and then somebody, he was like, "Oh, it's just another Trump supporter," whatever, just classless, man. Like, come on, man. These are
Yeah,
people.
fucking
These are
idiot.
people with families, man. Like at the end
It
of the
looked like he
day,
was saying a lot of other stuff though.
oh yeah, there was a lot of other stuff.
Okay. But now guess what he's doing? Just like all these people
He's
usually
playing the
do.
victim. He's playing the
He's
victim.
deflecting and playing the victim.
Yep.
And he's trying to do a quid pro quo or, making things, other things that have happened that's supposed to be similar. There's nothing similar to this.
Here's my thing. Is you can't look like that and live in a big city and expect not somebody to see you and want to start trouble. Like I'm not calling for that. I'm just saying like you're a he's big. You know what I mean? He's well known. But you don't look like you can protect yourself at any means necessary. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Like it was just
Well,
like
I'm pretty sure he doesn't leave that much. Doesn't leave his apartment or
you
house
can't
or
like
whatever
the
that
thing about it
much.
is you can't be in that kind of spotlight, say those type of things, and look the way you do. Like, you gotta at least looking like if you like. Here's the thing is like for me, for example, like if I was to see like if let's just say it looked like the guy that plays the mountain in Game of Thrones, and he said these things, I'm not gonna mess with you, buddy. Just let you go
I
on
don't think
about your
anyone
day.
would have opened
Exactly,
up.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Just let you go on about your day, but you
Definitely
can't
not
look
to his face.
exactly. I'll wait till he's like 100 yards in the
This
room. Like,
guy, I would walk straight up to his door and tell him his
exactly.
business.
Like, but the mountain, I have to wait till he's like way in his car windows room. Like, man, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah, he'd pick your car up and chunk
Hey,
it
dude,
too.
I know. That's the thing. So, no, I mean, you just can't. You can't have the trifecta of doom. That's what I like to call it. You can't live in a
Yeah,
big city, be that big, and then look the way you do. You just can't.
definitely not.
Oh man,
All right. So Destiny, you're just a dumbass. That's all there
pipsqueak.
is to it.
That's all it
Yeah,
is.
exactly. Okay. All right, Grant. Some good news continues for the First Descendants. It is continuing to be successful. You mix great gameplay. You take this wild concept, Grant. It's wild. Let me tell you a secret to making money, Grant, that no one knows.
What is it?
You take great gameplay,
Oh,
then you put hot women,
oh,
and you mix those two together.
oh! I'm intrigued.
You can make money.
Oh
Did you know
man,
that?
I love games and hot women.
Did you know that, Grant?
Um, I,
Great
I
gameplay and hot women. Guess
I
what?
just
You
figured
can
it
make
out.
money.
You just enlightened me.
I cracked the code.
You just changed my life.
Yeah. So heads up to developers. I mean, you can say what you want about the story of the First Descent. You can say what you want about some of the zone problems or the monetization problems, but they figured out two things that were really good. That is pretty much the core sometimes when making money in the video game industry is creating a game that has great gameplay and having hot women in it.
Kind of like Stellar Blade. I think Stellar Blade would have done well if the gameplay was subpar.
Stellar Blade did good, man.
I know.
It
Like
made
even
money.
if the gameplay was just meh, the hot women
It
is
would have been okay.
Yeah.
I'd say it would have done okay.
Yeah.
But you still need the gameplay.
Yeah.
I still believe in that.
Not in everybody's eyes. Some people don't
Not
care.
in everybody's eyes.
Some people don't care about it. Like I saw pictures. Like there's one account that was on Twitter. I actually had to stop following him because it went from like Stellar Blade, like costumes, and then it slowly transformed into porn. Like, it was just like he's like so obsessed with it. Like,
so next on Korea, they cracked it yet again. Hot women and great gameplay.
yeah.
Makes you some money.
Yeah.
Okay, Grant.
It's not like they should bring you on. They should bring you in the board meetings to come up with ideas for games.
Oh, I would be. They would have to listen to me, dude.
I know. They'd be like, look,
my heights and my presence.
Just walk in. You walk in and be like, look, this is what we're going to do. Great gameplay, hot women, and get it done. And that's
Bam. With my country accent.
You go in there with like, you're going to have.
Hey, let's do some great gameplay and some hot women.
And you got to have a 12-pack of Southpaw beer. I don't think they make.
I win game awards and everything.
Oh man.
Okay, Grant.
I don't think they make Southpaw beer anymore. That's how old we are.
Yeah. They still make 8-Ball though, don't they?
I think so.
We're talking about some old school stuff. All right. Okay, Grant.
All right.
Now the next most important thing that we're going to discuss during this podcast is Grant's Elden Ring journey. Grant, where are you at?
So I just beat what's her name? Renala.
Yeah, Renala. Okay.
So you're probably asking me why that's like the third boss. That's because I get carried away. Like I'm the type of gamer who like explores literally everything. So like I go around every mountain, up every mountain, all the way around to make sure there's no caves and stuff like that. And but I was also in other places. Like I also was in like Volcano Manor before I should have been, and all these other places. Like I just like to explore. But anyway, I kind of got tired of playing my samurai, my deck samurai, just because I kept getting killed a lot. Like I was tired of not doing enough damage compared to the damage I was taking. Like I was looking for more of like a kamikaze build where I can just run in and do a lot of damage, and if I die, I die. But there's a chance that you're going to die first type deal.
You're just trying to kill bosses fast.
Correct.
Without having to worry too much about the mechanics.
Yeah. So I went and got the what was that sword? What'd you call it?
Sword of Night and Flame, I think.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. So I went and got that. So I changed my spec. So I'm going more
intellect.
Yeah. So we're doing that.
So you're doing a Kamehameha build.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
So you got the sword. Have you used it yet?
Yeah, I already leveled it up to +6.
Okay.
So
have you used the skill yet?
Yeah. Yeah. I was on
tight,
the.
Huh?
Yeah, it's tight. But here's the thing: is my intelligence and faith is still minimum, like just the minimum. Because when I did spec, I still wanted to have a lot of health. I don't like not having health, man, because I don't like getting one-shotted. So I put 40 points of my stuff into health.
Well, you do need to make sure you have at least a decent amount of magic and a lot of intelligence for that sword.
Yeah, so
you want to stack intelligence for that.
I'm at level 100.
Skill and the physical attack hit a lot harder.
Yeah, so I'm at level 100. So I'm going to get to level 150 this week.
Cool.
And then continue on. That's where I'm at, man.
Still enjoying it?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Good.
I was going to upload the Renala fight to YouTube, but
that you forgot to record it.
dumbass over here forgot to record it.
Yeah.
I was all excited, but I was like, "Yeah, dude, I fucking did it," and I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't." I was like, I didn't record it. So
You ought to do go do Radon next, man.
yeah, I'm saving up. I'm saving up all my anger for that stupid knight that's in front of the Capitol. So, dude, that dude has waxed me so many times.
Yeah, it's tough if you don't got a good build. All right. Next, grants. Guess what was released today? College Football 25.
Well, it was
today.
actually released yesterday. If you had the early Game Pass or whatever.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
The official release is today.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah. Get it
sorry.
right.
Sorry.
All right. So are you gonna dabble in this at all?
Yeah.
Right
So
now,
I'm getting it Thursday. I will never pay $100 for a game, so I don't care about playing it. Here's the thing. So if they said it's $100 and you get to play it a month early, I'd have paid $100 for it. But for 3 days early, not paying $100 for it. I would just wait till Thursday and I'm gonna get the regular game. But I have seen a lot about it. The gameplay looks phenomenal. So this is cool. This game has already made $70 million its first day. There were 700,000 people playing. Like you can look at the thing, like you can look at the EA Play or whatever, see how many people are waiting in queue and all this stuff to play games like against each other. 700,000 was the peak, and that's just the 3 day
advance.
Have
it on Steam?
I don't know.
No,
it's a good question.
Here, let me look it up. We gotta look it up real quick.
Ed,
gotta look it up.
Ed, hold on.
What?
So Nelson's asked a question, because you would know more about this than I would. He said, "Are you excited for Space Marine 2?"
Yeah, dude, I am stoked about it. I don't like that
So Ed's a real Marine, so he's gonna put that into it as well.
Dude, I've been trying to join the Space Force as a Marine just so I could call myself a Space Marine. That's how bad I wanted to.
They're like, "Sir, we really don't know. We don't know if you can do that."
This is how bad. I mean, yeah, I love Warhammer 40K, but anyway, yeah, Space Marine. They did what happened with Space Marine. There was a old build of it that was about a year ago. Build of it that was leaked. So I mean, I don't really care about that. I don't want to play I would never play a leaked version of a game anyway. Yeah. Space Marine 2 is the kind of game you buy. And you play the newest up-to-date version and the patch version. But yeah, I'm super excited about Space Marine 2. And also, since I heard a lot about the multiplayer aspects of it and how they got it set up, I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, where do you see the chats at? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah, he won't like me. I was. What was that? Anyway, that was the side of Space Marine. He won't like me. I was. Oh, okay. But yeah, dude, I'm like super stoked for Space Marine 2. But you know, I'm still like as long as the game, I mean, if the gameplay is anything like the first one, I love the first one. As long as the gameplay is in that genre, from what we've seen from all the trailers, it's going to be fantastic. I think if you're a fan of Space Marine or you're a fan of Warhammer 40K, you're going to like it. That's the bottom line.
So I'm going. This is my plan. I'm going from Elden Ring. I'm gonna be playing college. I'm gonna be playing college football as well at the same time. So that's just part of it. But I'm going from Elden Ring. I'm going to Final Fantasy 14. I'm going to Dawn Trails. So I'm gonna start playing a monk.
So you're gonna get past level 30?
Yep, I'm gonna get past level 10.
Yeah, you're gonna go through all those.
I don't think I've
entire campaign.
I don't think I've ever left. I don't think I've ever left the city. I don't know what the rest of the world looks like.
That's because you played the game for 2 weeks and you quit.
That's because you played the game,
man.
No, I try to get you to play, and you're like, I'm too busy.
That's because I already have a level 90.
I got better people to play with, is what you say. That's what you try to cut
I'm level 90 and I'm already caught up. I just have to play the expansion. I'm like into the expansion.
I don't want to play with you normies.
No.
You low class.
You'll play for a little bit. I'm like, oh well, I'm kind of tired of it. Let me move on. You'll be like level 40. Next time I talk to you about it, you'll be level 40.
Ed, you want to run? You want to run? You want to run?
Haven't gotten to the Realm Reborn.
And you're like, I don't want to play with you, old lesser than.
No, dude. If you said, "Hey, we're going to play tonight," I'd get on there and play with you.
No, I'm not playing anything.
But I know you won't.
I know I'm not, because I'm playing. I told you, I've sworn an oath. like Aragorn.
Even after Elden Ring, as
Nope,
soon as we say, "Hey, you playing Final Fantasy 14?"
I don't
Okay,
think of
let's
no
hop
other.
on together. You're like, yeah, sure. Then it's like
Nope.
30 minutes later, and you're like, "Oh, I got to get offline.
I don't think of any other
I
game
got to
but
go eat
Elden
some
Ring.
pizza."
It's like I'm married to it right now. I don't think of so I'm not thinking of anything.
Okay,
That's it.
All right, that's good, man. I hope you beat it.
I'm going to
finish it.
I'm going to
finish a video game that's new.
I know, and I put in 40 hours. You think I'm not going to finish it? I didn't waste that much time of my life not to finish it.
All right, Grant. Top 10 list, dude.
All right, dude.
You ready?
It? I'm ready.
Yeah. Well, I explain the top 10 list. Let's do it.
All right. So here's the thing. So I want, Nelson, if you're out there, also anybody else who's listening, if you want me to do a top 10 list, send me some ideas. I'll do a top 10 terrible list. I'll do a top 10 good list. So this top 10 list is the worst movie. So last week we did, what did we do? It was the top 10 worst video game to movie.
No.
Games. Yeah, it was.
No, it's the worst movies turned into video games.
That's what we're doing now. I said last time. Last time we did the worst video games that were turned into movies.
Last time.
Yes. Now we're doing the worst movies that were turned. No, I think I did that wrong.
Yeah, you fucking did that wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, last week what you did, because you took Top Gun, which was a movie, and you talked about the video game, which hence movie turned into video game. This week you should be doing games turned into movies.
Are you sure?
I hear you typing. Yeah, I'm positive.
Well, I'm trying to make sure. I'm
turned
correct.
Into movies. Games turned into movies.
I can do that anyway.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
You ready?
Oh, hold on. Before we start, we're over 400 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, man.
Yep, we have hit that mark. We're heading to 500. Heading 500 here soon, hopefully. Okay. All right, Grant, whenever you're ready, dude, let's hear that top 10. Are you ready?
Let's go.
You sure?
Ready? Yes.
Okay.
Number 10, Assassin's Creed, 2016. I didn't know this actually turned into a movie.
This had Michael Fassbender in it. He played the main. He played the assassin.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was that. I mean, it was okay. It was okay.
Can you remember? What do you remember about it? Exactly. So it was bad. So it was bad.
There's a couple cool fight scenes in it, like when he was attached to the virtual reality machine and he was fighting. That was kind of cool. But overall, I mean, it was okay. Like it wasn't like it was like on the bad to okay scale. You know what I mean? It's very wishy-washy.
All right. Number 9, Silent Hill Revelation.
Yeah, that movie. That wasn't that.
This was ass butter. Like this was bad.
If you wanted a scary movie, just play the video game.
Like it was better. Like this movie was not scary at all. It was terrible. It was Number 8, DOA, Dead or Alive, 2006.
Yeah, that was really bad.
It was bad. It was really bad. The fight scenes were terrible. Like
yeah, it was really bad.
Number 7, Blood Rain, 2005.
That was horrible. That was
the acting was the most
is just bad. 2005, right? You said
2005. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like a year after I got out of boot camp.
I know.
I was upset.
I know. I mean, you had to go from. I mean, you went from 300.
I was going from getting slaughtered in the sand pits by my drill instructor, then just a few months later having to see that horrible movie.
I know. I mean, because you went from good movies like 300, then all the way down to Blood Rain. So,
yeah, I know.
All right, here we go. Number 6. Also 2005. 2005 was a year for shitty movies.
Yeah,
Alone in the Dark.
Decided they thought they were going to make some money off some video game movies.
Alone in the Dark.
Nope, not good.
I never saw it. I didn't even like the game. The game was
okay.
Old game, but the game was old. Yeah. That's an old ass game.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Pretty good, but the movie trash.
Yeah, but they made this movie like 15 years too late.
Yeah, no.
Number 5, God, House of the Dead. This
That
movie,
was stupid.
it was so trash. So this is one of those movies where they try to add so much gore in it to like to make up for the terrible movie, and it still was terrible.
Garbage.
Okay, number 1. Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna have to move one of these around. Number 4, and well, I'm gonna say 1 through 4. You probably can put in any order that you want, and I wouldn't argue with you.
Yeah.
So here we go. Number 4, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Not the first one, because the first one was good. The second one, on the other hand, was so bad.
What was that guy's name that played Raiden in the first one, dude?
Yeah, so that was the guy that played in the Highlander. Yes,
God, that guy was awesome.
So, but he wasn't in the second one, was he?
I don't think so. But he was so kind of corny that it was good. You know what I mean? Like he was just a classic actor back then.
Like, a movie is bad. You know a movie is bad when 90% of the cast doesn't come back for the sequel.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Like the only ones that came back was like Liu Kang, and I think that's it.
That one they didn't even try. At least the first one they attempted. Gave it a good shot.
The guy who played, I felt bad for the guy who played Shao Kahn because he looked so terrible as Shao Kahn. Like I felt bad for him. Like, I hope he got a good check. That movie was doo-doo.
Yeah.
Do I want to put this one number 2? Yeah, I am. I'm switching. I'm calling the audible here.
Okay.
Number 3, Street Fighter. The movie.
Yeah.
So, first of all,
Van Damme
as
Guile.
Like, looked nothing like Guile.
Yeah, nothing
like he didn't even, like, first you have a guy from Brussels, the muscles from Brussels, playing an American, but he doesn't change his accent.
Yeah, I know. Honda. What they tried to do was make him a United Nations like type of soldier.
Yeah,
vice American military. They tried to make him, because of that change in the character, they tried to make him like a United Nations.
But nobody looked like. Now I get it. Like, I get, like, you're not going to have a monster like Blanca, but fucking don't paint him like you made him look like the old Incredible Hulk from the 80s or the 70s or whatever it was. Yeah. Like Lou Ferrigno, Incredible Hulk. Like, that was bad, man.
And Honda was like a reporter.
He was like a Hawaiian guy from Hawaii. Yeah. Like, he wasn't even Japanese. Like, and then the guy who played Ken didn't have blonde hair at all. None of
the actor for M. Bison.
Oh yeah. So here, Raul Julia. So here's the thing I will say about this. Raul Julia was actually suffering from stage 4 pancreatic cancer when he played that role. So this was his last role. He died shortly after this movie came out. He also played. You'd know him. He played Gomez Adams in the Addams Family. That's who that. Yeah. So this was one of those roles that, like, he took, like, I guess he knew this was going to be his final role, so he just did it. You know what I mean? Type deal.
He didn't do a bad job at all.
No, but I mean, there's only so much you can do. The guy who played Sagat kind of looked like him. Yeah. The guy who played Zangief looked like him. Nobody else looked like him. Now, Chun-Li was hot. Hands down.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's Kylie Minogue. Of course she's hot. She's hot no matter what she plays in. Yeah. But the guy who played Ken and the guy who played, Dhalsim was like a doctor or something. Like, he was just weird. It was just weird. It was like, it was just
or something.
Yeah, it was weird, man. And then, like, the guy who played, I think Balrog was in it, and it was like, didn't look. Yep. I don't know, man. The movie sucked. The movie sucked. The movie was fucking terrible. Yeah. All right, so this was the original number 3, and I moved it up to number 2 just because I saw how terrible it was. And the best thing about this movie was Alyssa Milano before she was psychotic. When she was peak, when she was Who's the Boss, Alyssa Milano.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah. And this number 2 is Double Dragon.
That's a good shift there, Grant, because this was trash. This was garbage. This was a horrible movie. And
so first of all, let's
should've never
back up.
done it.
Let's back up real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Billy and Jimmy Lee are brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why the fuck is one Asian and one white?
Continue.
So it takes place in well, first of all, like the games didn't take place in the future. So why does this take place in the future? Like, why does this take place in like the RoboCop? You remember when RoboCop took place in like 2050 or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Like, why did this movie take place in that time frame? Like, the game didn't take place in that. This was just a regular game. Like, it just took place in whatever 1980 or whatever it was.
Yeah, two dudes just fighting on the streets.
Yeah, like somebody got kidnapped and they were just fighting crime and that was it. Like, where the hell did all this other shit come from?
Yeah.
And then they made a Bobo. So he was like this, like, okay. So he was like, in the game, he's like this big jacked up muscle man, like you know, whatever. But they didn't translate to the movie well. So like they made him look like this. It was like the worst thing I've ever seen. It looked like warmed over dog shit is what he looked like.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get over the fact, like, I was trying to figure out, like, why Jimmy and Billy Lee, one's Asian and one's white, and they're supposed to be brothers. Like, I didn't understand that. But again, the best thing about this movie was, and regardless that she's crazy, Alyssa Milano was very hot in the early 90s.
Yeah,
and
she was good looking.
Yeah, she was a smoke show, man. And this was peak Alyssa Milano. Number one. All right, dude. And I'm not talking about the new rendition. I'm talking about the one from 1993. Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, I knew it. Yeah, I knew it.
I'm sorry, I should let you guess.
We can actually get to Nelson. I was waiting until you said that because I knew you were going to say that because that movie was complete garbage. But Nelson pretty much said on the chat, Double Dragon and Mario Brothers better be on the list.
Oh yeah,
of course they're on the list.
Yeah,
man.
there's no way that they're not. Super Mario Brothers. Okay, first of all, John Leguizamo played Luigi, and which like he's Mexican or Hispanic.
Yeah, he had a lot to say about the new one too.
Yeah, first of all, he's Hispanic and he's not Italian. Second of all, none of them were. They didn't do anything from the video game. Like, you know what I mean?
The Goombas were like these.
Yeah,
tiny head dinosaur dudes, but they were huge. I don't know.
Bowser was a human, and he looked fucking okay. So he looked like a mixture of like the TV show Dinosaurs and a human being.
Well, like, and the setting is like cyberpunky.
Yeah, same thing. It's like they filmed up. It's like they filmed them both at the same fucking time. It's like they used the same set.
Yeah. What else? Like there was like a fungus spread.
Yeah, it was, man.
It was just weird, man.
So this.
You had Yoshi in it. It was like a small T-Rex.
Yeah, it was stupid.
And it was
so this movie had like I'll never forget like this movie because Ninja Turtles 2 came out, and this was at the previews for Ninja Turtles 2. I remember seeing it in the movie theater because I went and saw it for my birthday. I'll never forget that. And dude, I was so amped for this movie. And when I saw it, like, I didn't really understand the concept of bad movies. I just know that I didn't leave with a good feeling. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, I didn't know. Like, when you're that
kid, when you're a kid,
you think everything's a good movie.
You know what I mean?
That? Yeah,
it's really bad.
Yeah, like when you're a kid, you think everything's a good movie. You know what I mean? Like and
in order to jump, they got these like amped up boots or something like that.
Something, man.
It was
just man. Like, I watched it twice. I watched it twice. This movie makes the wizard look like the Godfather. That's how bad this movie is.
This movie is so bad. I actually want people to watch this to understand how bad it was. Like,
I don't think
that didn't grow up during this period, like younger kids nowadays, they need to go back and watch this and understand how good they got it now with the new.
I think instead of sending people to jail, they should make them watch this movie for a month straight, nonstop. And I
Keep their
guarantee you
eyelids
they'll never
open.
do crime again.
That'd be a good form of torture, actually.
They will never do crime. Dude, if you want to get any
A
information
double
from
premiere
anybody,
of Double
yes,
Dragon and the Mario Brothers.
yes, just get
That'd
the. I'm
be
sure they
great.
make it on a double DVD. Like I'm sure they
Yeah.
make a. I'm sure it's all on one DVD. Exactly.
You got any? I can't think of some honorable mentions, but that's all the top 10, right? That was number
That's
one,
the
right?
top 10, man. That was number one.
Hell yeah!
Like
That's
there
good
should be a
top 10.
number above one. That's what this is. Like I need to
Like
come
the
up with a
grand
number.
champion.
This is number flubal. Like that's what this. I have to come up with a number.
Okay. All right, man. That's it. That's all we got.
All right, guys.
Thanks for joining us, Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson, man. Appreciate you, man. Dude, Van Damme was my dude, man. I love Bloodsport.
I mean, like, he had some bangers back in the day. I loved them back in the day.
Hard Target when he punched the snake and knocked it out. I mean, you can't go wrong with stuff like that. That was great. That was great cinema.
It was.
But I mean, Street Fighter. He probably should have passed
have
that.
His shirt tucked in all the way up.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, dude. I go ahead and tell you, 80s jeans. You
always macking on some girl with his pants all the way to his belly button.
That's what made him impressive. Because not only did he did that with jeans, he did that with 80s jeans. 80s jeans are tighter than any other jeans in the world.
Oh, I know.
So,
yeah. All right, man. I think that's it. Let's wrap it up.
All right, man. Nelson, appreciate you joining us, man. All right, guys, we're gonna holler at y'all next time. Go like the YouTube channel. We got 400 followers now, man. We're growing. We're growing at a good rate.
We're moving pretty fast.
Yeah, man. We like it. We're posting videos every night. Just all kinds of shorts, videos, longs, everything. Yeah. So, all right, guys. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.